Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today I'm giving you a dry skin foundation video. I'm going to tell you about my top 5 favorite, must-have, most loved, most used foundations at the drugstore. These foundations that I'm going to talk about today are not just the best of the drugstore. These are some of the best in my collection. These easily stand beside many of my high-end foundations. And the fact that they are affordable and accessible just makes them all that much better. Today, I am talking only about true drugstore products, things that you could walk into Target, Walgreens, Ulta, even go on to Amazon and order. So no ColourPop in this video. Even though you know I love my ColourPop, it is affordable. We are just talking about true drugstore today. When it comes to foundations, I pretty much like all of these for similar reasons. I do have dry skin, so I don't want anything that is too matte, too drying, that's gonna make me look flat or flaky. I need something that is either radiant or like a natural satin finish, and hydrating is a plus for me. I also really don't like full coverage. I prefer more of a like light medium buildable type of coverage. Although all 5 of these are gonna have various finishes and various amounts of coverage, that's really what I'm looking for and what I prefer, just so that you know that going into this favorites video, so you know where I'm coming from and what I like about all these foundations. We're gonna do this yearbook senior superlative style. So first up, let's talk about most improved. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. And when we talk about improvement, I think this line only has like 16 or 20 shades, which really isn't great. We are living in a post-Fenty world, but when you look back at every single other like base product that Physicians Formula has ever released, they literally would only release like 2 shades. They would both be terrible. Light beige and medium beige, and they would both look super pink or peach. Their base products were always the worst, like my least favorite ever. So when they released this, I was shocked. The finish, the shade range, everything about this just blew me away. I am so impressed. Most improved. Congratulations, Physicians Formula. You're finally getting there. I would love to see this range further expanded. I think they did just add 4 new shades. I might be wrong about that. But this is a really, really great foundation. Physicians Formula has always put an emphasis on having healthy ingredients. So if they can just boost up their shade range a little more, I even think like, 28, 34, something in that range would be great, but I'm still giving them most improved, even though they have a little ways to go. They actually did a really good job with labeling these shades by both the depth and the undertone, and I do find that their undertones are spot on. I have a neutral undertone, so usually I end up having to mix 2 shades to get that right neutral balance, and their neutrals really did work for me. So good on you, Physicians Formula. Don't stop now, but I am putting you on the list. This is a great foundation. Just a little side note on the Healthy Foundation, it is scented. So if you're somebody who's sensitive to scent or just doesn't like fragrance in your makeup, probably want to avoid that one. It does have a little bit of a like fruity scent to it, but I don't mind that, so that's not a negative for me, but I do want to make you aware of that. This product does come in 24 shades. I wear the shade LN3. And this is what the applicator looks like. On the subject of shade range, let's talk about my top pick for best shade range. That is the Matte Made foundation from CoverGirl. And I know you're thinking, isn't this a dry skin recommendations? Why is there a matte foundation here? This truly is not matte. This is more of a natural finish in my opinion. I've used this quite a bit. It works beautifully on my dry skin. It has, they say comfort matte. I say it's more of like a satin natural finish. So I do love this even with dry skin, but I have to say I love it even more because they came out out the gate with 40 shades, which is basically unheard of in the drugstore. I really feel like this foundation is the type that's going to work for a wide variety of people, not just based on skin tone, because it is very middle of the road as far as finish and coverage goes. This is a nice natural finish. It is a medium coverage, just right down the middle of the road. Plus, CoverGirl is now certified cruelty-free, so that's even more people that they can cater to. Another one that I was surprised by, because it does have that matte label, but don't be afraid, don't be scared by this if you have dry skin. This actually is a beautiful natural finish. This foundation comes in 40 shades. I wear L80. And I got the prices from the brand website or from Ulta, so the prices may vary a little bit on these foundations, but that's where I got the price from. Another one for CoverGirl, this is the one I'm giving best coverage. I realized when I was editing that I never actually say the name of this foundation, so that's great. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. This does build up to basically a full coverage. I tend to wear just a little bit more sheared out because, like I said, I prefer more of a medium, but this is one of the most full coverage foundations I have in my collection, next to like the Too Faced Born This Way. My bottle is a little bit dirty, but I honestly use this all the time. I love this. I'm actually wearing this today mixed with another foundation that we're going to talk about in just a minute. This is a more medium to full coverage. However, the finish on this is beautiful. I would say it's more of like a natural radiant instead of a natural satin. This feels really hydrating. It feels really light on the skin, even though it has more coverage. This is just such a beautiful foundation. I hope that they kind of follow in their own footsteps with the Matte Made foundation and release more shades of this, because I freaking love this stuff. This one only comes in 14 shades. I'm not sure why they haven't expanded this yet, but I wear the shade 705 Ivory, and I do want to mention that this also has SPF 20. The title of Best for Mixing is awarded to this number 7 Airbrush Away foundation. This is a dropper style applicator in here. This is a very liquidy foundation, and again, it's right in the middle there. I would say this is a light medium coverage, but it is buildable. It also has a very natural finish, and this just mixes so well. If I have a foundation that is too dewy and I want to tone it down a little bit, or if I have a foundation that is too matte and I want to kind of lighten it and make it a little bit more natural, this is the perfect foundation for either one of those scenarios, and it blends in so well with other foundations. It doesn't make anything too thick because it is that really liquidy consistency. This foundation is incredibly underrated. I don't know why I never hear people talking about this. This released a few years ago, and I think people reviewed it then, but since then it's kind of faded out of popularity, and this is still a fantastic product. You can find this at Target or Walgreens. I've purchased it in both places. This is a little bit more expensive. I think this is around like that $17, $18 price point, which is a lot for the drugstore. But because this is such a versatile product, I can wear it on its own. I often mix it. I just love the way it feels on my skin. I love the way it plays with other products. So for me, it's worth that price tag. I don't think this has a great shade range. I'll have to look and see. I feel like they only have maybe 10 colors. But like I said, this is a good mixer. So if you need to kind of adjust the shade of a foundation, this could be good for that too. This foundation comes in 16 shades, but I'm not gonna lie to you, they are mostly very beige. This foundation does run pretty light as well. I wear warm beige, but I did want to give you a close-up of what this little dropper style applicator looks like. Last, definitely not least, this one's getting the title of all around best. You probably already know what I'm going to say. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I love this. I have gone through multiple tubes of this foundation. I love the squeezy tube packaging. I always take this when I travel. This never fails. This has a perfect, like, radiant natural finish, perfect medium buildable coverage. I love this foundation so much. This is another one that I really hope they expand the shade range because this is such a great product. This is possibly my top favorite foundation of all time. Is that crazy to say? I don't know. I just love it so much. Aside from the shade range, I don't have any complaints about the actual formula. I love the way it's packaged. I love the way it wears throughout the day. When I have like a special event, or if I know I'm gonna be like taking family photos or something like that, this is always what I reach for. I would rather wear this than some high-end foundations that are $40, $50. They just can't hold a candle to this one. This is the best dry skin foundation at the drugstore. I love it. I love it so much. Why does this only have 12 shades? This is so ridiculous. I wear 202 Creamy Natural. I literally just tweeted at L'Oreal that they need to add more shades, and I feel like you should go and tweet them or tag them or something because it's time. We need more. So if you have dry skin, even if you just have normal skin and you're looking for something a little bit more hydrating or a little bit more radiant, I would recommend any of these 5 foundations. It really just depends on what you're looking for coverage-wise and if you can find the right shade for you. But I have been incredibly happy with all of these. Many of them I have used up and repurchased and will continue to repurchase until they break my heart and discontinue them. I do have some other videos in a dry skin series. I'm gonna link my dry skin playlist down in the description box, so if you're looking for more recommendations and wear tests and all things pertaining to having dry skin, go ahead and check that out. There's a bunch of videos over there for you. If there are any other dry skin videos that you're looking for, leave a comment, let me know. I will try to make it happen for you. I also wanna know what your favorite drugstore foundations are. What's your skin type? What do you just keep going back for, keep repurchasing, especially if you think they're underhyped? Leave a comment, let us know so that we can check out your favorites too. Also, let me know if there are any other drugstore videos that you want to see. I know I review a lot of really expensive products and expensive or more like high-end collections, so I really want to keep everything balanced and make sure that I'm making videos that are helpful for everyone who's watching. I am working on a best cheek products at the drugstore. I have a lot of tried and true products there too. Bronzers, blushes, highlighters. So hopefully that's something you're interested in because I am working on that. As always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. On the subject, okay, regroup. You got this. Oh, okay. Did I already say that? What? What? What was I saying? Oh. A true professional, folks. Ma'am, can you speak? Oh, whoop. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. I love it. I love it so much. Ooh. Lasting glow. Never dull, never greasy. Ooh. How about this bold eyeshadow? Don't act like you're not impressed. Foundation. Okay. Wow. All right. It's time to go. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.